The purpose of this hint is to show you an example that illustrates the concept of GDP, gross domestic product. Now, we can add up the value for all the firms in the economy of their final output, emphasis on final output, okay? Now note, we cannot add intermediate goods or goods that are used in the production of something else. So if I'm a chair maker and I purchase wood from one supplier and I purchase nails from another supplier, then I cannot count the whole value of the chair if they are also counting all of the wood they sell, all of the nails that they sell, because now we are double counting the wood and the nails that have gone into my chair, right? So we can either identify what things in the economy are actually final output and just add those all together, or we can also look at the concept of value added. We can look at adding up the value added at each firm. So if I'm the chair producer, I don't get to count the value of my wood or my nails, but I count the value that I have added to the wood and the nails by producing the chair, okay? So let's look at a numerical example. Okay, this is very similar to a homework problem that you've had. There are 3 firms in this economy, A, B, and C. And now we have some data on these firms. Firm A buys some of its intermediate goods from B and C, and then they give you information on Firm A's final output, 300 units at $11 each. Firm B is buying some goods from A and from C and producing 100 units at $5 a piece. Firm C is buying $300 worth from Firm A, nothing from B, and its output, they just tell you it's worth 900. They don't tell you how many units and the unit price. All other products are sold to consumers. Okay, so Firm A, we are told, actually produces 300 units selling at $11 a unit. So here's my 300 times 11 is $3,300. Now the question is, how much of this $3,300 is actually value added by Firm A? Since Firm A bought $200 from B and $100 from C, these are intermediate goods and must be subtracted. Therefore, we subtract 200, representing the Firm B, and 100, representing the intermediate goods from Firm C, from this final sales figure of 3,300, and we get 2,950. Okay, that represents the value added by A. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for B and C. So here we have Firm B's sales, 100 units times $5. That comes from the problem right here, okay? And we come up with $500 in sales, and we must subtract the intermediate goods that are embedded in this $500. That includes the $100 worth of goods from Firm A and the $200 worth of goods from Firm C. So here's the 100 from A, the 200 from C. So we have then $200 of actual value added by Firm B. And the problem tells us that Firm C produces output worth $900. Doesn't tell us how many units in the unit price, just gives us a total. And it also says that Firm C buys $300 worth of intermediate goods from Firm A, so we subtract that here, and we come up with $600 of value added by Firm C. So our final step is to compute the total GDP for this economy. So remember, there are just 3 firms in this economy, A, B, and C. So we're going to add the total value added from A, 2950, value added from B, 200, and value added from firm C, 600, and we come up with $3,750, and this is going to be our GDP for this economy. Now notice that if we had simply taken the final sales numbers, we would have had what? 3,300 from firm A. We would have had 500 from firm B, and we would have had 900 from firm C, and that total would have been 4,700. That is sales, okay? That is not GDP, that is sales. And it includes all these intermediate goods, which we have subtracted, so we don't want to get GDP this way. That's a sales figure, that's not GDP. Okay, hope that makes that clear.